Okay, I think we're recording. You'd think I would know how to do this. I've been doing it for a while. Aloha. Aloha, Genge. Aloha. So, I expected to be sitting in my seat, and sitting next to me would be Kumu Mehealani. Those were my expectations. I actually expected that, as you all know, and if you watched the last video, I told you Kumu has had some health issues, and when we admitted her to the hospital, it was to address some of those issues. And then I would be bringing her home, and then we would rally and rally her health and bring her to full health as we have done so many times. And this time, you know, we've done it many times. Anna Kay is so strong. She is such an amazing, strong paddler. And we have done it. And this time, her big aloha heart just decided not to do it anymore. So our beloved Kumu has changed the address. And Kanaka Maoli, the Hawaiians, they call it Walk the Rainbow. And that is such a beautiful visual. Of course, the day she went change address, there were so many hoailona, so many magical signs and stuff, but I saw, because we were in a really rainy season, and sun comes out and it rains and sun, and so there was rainbow after rainbow after rainbow after rainbow. It was just really magical. And so the concept of walking the rainbow was really in place that day. I was able to be with Kumu through all of it, and in our last moments. And like I said, you know, what a blessing. what a blessing to be there. And the most important thing is imua, you know, to move forward and to, you know, stay kupa'a, stay in place, and imua. And so before we go into anything else, you know, because there's a few, you know, a lot that I could probably touch on right now. And I don't want to go really deep today because we're going to do a live class tomorrow, but I want to set in place first and foremost, because we always did. And this was Anna Kay's strongest, the most repetitious thing that she ever instilled in me as her alakai, that now has to imua into my seat in the va'a as kumu, and to carry this forward, is the mahalo nui. So we're going to do the mahalo nui chant. So if you folks ready, let's do them. Okay. Makau ai. Keiki au ke ia. O holo. Mahalo nui. Mahalo nui. No la ke ia. Pia po mai kai. Me ke aloha. Mahalo nui. Mahalo nui. Ola ke ia. Piha po mai kai. It's okay, kupa. Piha po mai kai. Me ke. Aloha. Keiki au ke ia. Keiki au ke ia no holo koa. Hele mai ana no makali'i. Keiki au ke ia. Keiki au ke ia no holo koa. Hele mai ana no makali'i. Aloha huakahi, aloha huakahi, no hoku wa'a po mai kai I kupuna. Aloha huakahi, no hoku wa'a po mai kai I kupuna. Haina ia mai. Haina ia mai ana kapuana. Keiki au ke ia o holo o koa. Haina ho. Haina ia mai ana kapuana. Aloha po mai kai I nā kupuna. Hey lava. Keiki au ke ia o holo o koa. Aloha po mai kai I nā kupuna. We are children of the stars. We are loved and blessed by the ancestors. And so now our beloved Kumu has joined Nakupuna, the ancestors, and they are with us, and they're with us more than we could even imagine. Ekalamai. I'm sure I'll be able to compose myself better a little further down, the a little further into the waters as I paddle my canoe. But she was insistent that today I get back, I step into my seat, I get into the va'a and I step firmly into the seat. I was gonna put a chair here. I was gonna put her picture here. And she goes, no, La'akea, no. You have one chair, you sit right in the center and you take it, La'akea, take your seat. Not easy, but doable. So here I am. We open it with that mahalo nui. We set that in place. And she always, that is like the fundamental foundation of how do we get to our happy? How do we find the joy? How do we navigate this? How do we do that? Go to the mahalo. However hard, if you have to cry through it or wail through it or whatever, scream it out to the ocean, scream it, whatever you got to do. Just do it. Just do it. It's a vibration. It's It's the gift of choice to choose how we're going to navigate these moments forward. These are uncharted waters. These are uncharted waters for me, man. I don't know how to do this. But you know, how do I do it? Oh, well, go back to basics. Mahalo Nui. Everything will kind of like come into alignment because you are vibrationally in a place that you can receive messages and the wisdom of the ancestors and what is the next right step to take. We'll get into Mahalo Nui. I mean, you can go Pilikia. Nobody can talk to you then because then you went, oh, you just went, put the wall up. So let's not do that. Now I've been, you know, Kumu talks about riding the top of the wave. I've been riding the top of the wave because I've had to, since Anake changed address, I've had to do one thing after the other. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do next? And what do I do? I don't know. So I've just stayed on top of the wave and then just you do the next thing. So I would invite you, all of you, you know, all of us. And Kumu is like, you know, be gentle, be loving with the Haumana. Don't go to the, you know, the masculine side where you're like, pull, 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 get, you know, cowboy up, pono up. Go to the compassionate side and for yourself and for others so that we know, I'm sure we've all felt her. We, you know, so strong. It was so, you know, I was able to be with Kumu. Now I'm going to share this with you folks. I was able to be with Kumu through, I didn't know that this is what we're doing. I didn't know that changing address was, this is what it was, and this is what it looked like. I kind of was maybe a little bit in, we could call it denial, you know, thinking that I was just going to bring her home and everything was going to be okay. But I was, you know, I was able to be with her in a moment, you know, through, we're so together all the time, every time, all the time. And I was able to share this part of our experience together. And so I was able to be with her in the last moments, the last the last that was taken. And so what a blessing, you know, that I was able to be with her. And I was able to connect her with, you know, Ohana, kind of her family kind of lives far away. But I wanted, you know, she wanted them, you know, and sometimes it's really important to just be able to say what you need to say, even though they couldn't take the flight over or they couldn't be here in that moment, they were able to say what they needed to say. And so we had beautiful moments towards the end. And, you know, when Anake actually, in the moment that she changed address, as she does, this is so Kumu, she changed address. And I looked at my phone because I had the phone, I had just gotten off the phone with her oldest daughter. And when Kumu took her last it was 11/11. And I don't know if you folks know numerology or whatever, and I know very little, but a little bit, but I know that is a master number. 11/11 is a master number. And so, you know, like the 111 is a master, you know, but 11, and then it's 2 11s. So master. we know she likes super master. Not only is she master, it's like pono. master. So anyway, I thought that was so cool. And the date of her changing address, the calendar date, because we know there is no time or space, but on the calendar, if you had to look at the numbers, it would be 2/19/2021. And if you know numerology, you add up all the numbers and then you come to a total, and it would be 17, and 7 and 1 is 8. And I was like, oh, the number 8. I wonder what the number 8. And Annika just kind of like turned my head sideways like this. She go, oh, look at it like this, Locke. And I go, 8. Yeah. And I turned it sideways and I was like, oh, infinity. And I'm like, of course, Annika. To infinity and beyond. Kumu was so cosmic, the master number of time of changing address, and to infinity and beyond. And so that was just really an amazing experience that I was able to give to her. And she was like, share with the Haumana, share with the Haumana, tab it and share it with them, the master number. And I know that in that moment, she went out and she visited. So every single person that has ever touched her heart, she went out and she visited because she could. She's like, oh, I'm free now. I'm out of the body bag. She called it the body bag. We've heard it many times, right, Genge? And she was like, and she just went out and just visited everybody. I've gotten so, I don't even know, like 3 million messages. I didn't know she had so many students, but she touched so many people over all the years. And she had so many worldwide Haumana students. And each of them said, she came to visit me. She came and she said this and she did this. And I was thinking of her 2 days ago. I should have called her. I should have, could have, whatever. Annika reached out to every single little teeny spark of light that she ever touched their lives and they ever touched hers. And wow, it's been so magical, but a lot over the last few days. And she reiterated again this morning, she's been with me in so many, what we call ho'ailona, magical ways, and with the signs. And she's been with me so strongly over the days. And she was like, Lakia, you need to do, compose yourself, and do a video so that you can let everyone know gently with aloha that I have decided to change address. It's just changing address. Now we know. Think of me, speak of me, I'm there. Think of me, speak of me, I'm there. I'm not gone. No make me gone. Most important, no make me gone. So this is for you folks, as the Haumana, as the students, no make her gone. And all you have to do is just speak her name, think of a fun memory or something that you learned from her, and she's there. She's there instantly, because she's not bound by the body bag anymore. So then we can find peace and calm and just that warm, fuzzy energy in our pu'uwai to settle us a little bit, knowing that that's in place. So she's here. Trust me. She's, navigating. She's navigating from where she is. And, what's funny is she's been dropping in certain things, and we'll call them pearls of wisdom. But, you know, it's kind of like we have all these sayings and stuff that we have as we go along. And, you know, like they reach the beach when they reach the beach, and, you know, all of these different, some of our favorite sayings. And so yesterday her sister had come to spend time with me, and then we went through the paperwork and, you know, and did the arrangements for her body bag. And I was so grateful that I didn't have to do that alone. However, I dropped her off at the airport yesterday. And so today, you know, yesterday I was driving home, and I'm coming home to the hale. And, you know, Kumu and I was so blessed to live with my Kumu, my living mentor. And, you know, I lived with her. We spent almost 24 hours together every day, all day long, you know, because it was like total immersion. Na Kupuna, the ancestors, needed me to be in the fast canoe, and we didn't have like 40 years for La'akea to get it. You know, La'akea had to get it in, you know, they gave me 10 years. They shoved a lifetime of stuff in a really small, you know, it's like, you can do it, La'akea. It's a lot of information, and we're going to put it in a little teeny little amount of time. So I haven't, you know, it's kind of like been a what we call a fast moving canoe. And you know, so I have been so blessed to be with her, you know, 24/7, because she receives, I mean, she's in constant contact to model myself after her and to receive all the messages. But it's like a 24/7 thing with her. It's not like, oh yeah, I take a little break and I go do the human thing and then I come back to it. You know, no, there was never a moment that she wasn't in constant contact or streaming with Na Kupuna. Honestly, that I've, you know, even in her most humanest moments, she would get the, you know, she was in contact with them, and they would come in and, you know, give her like either the silent treatment or smack her, you know, get a little the pono smack, the pono punch, we call it. Anyway, but there wasn't a moment that she didn't live in that. And so I've been able to witness that and kind of, you know, be able to be a part of that. But it's been 24/7, all day, every day. So, you know, coming home and, you know, that you know, having her here physically, it's really weird. It's really weird. However, you know, of course she's right there and she's, you know, guiding me, and, you know, but she's just not like in the flesh. She's not in the human realm anymore. It's on a different dimension. So then you adjust and tweak your frequencies to be able to do that. But I've been so used to the human gift for 10 years now. So it's been really kind of weird. Really kind of weird. So here I am, La'akea, being called to step into place. And she just would not leave me alone this morning. She's like, La'akea, you got to get up, get up, get up, make this video. There's a part of me that feels like just, you know, doing absolutely nothing at all. And yet I know I have like everything I need to do. But there, you know, it's like, no, La'akea, you know, this is a steersman. You cannot leave the va'a idle. You cannot just, I mean, you know, yeah. I'm like, I'm tapping out. Can I just, you know? And she's like, no, because then the va'a is idle. You have to Imua. It has to have, even if it's just one little teeny movement forward. I mean, it's not like, high rev. However, it's just something. You got to move forward. So she was like, get up and do this video. And let those that aren't like in the really close loop that are the Haumana know that this has taken place, so that they can receive in the lessons and blessings of this experience, and they can be more perhaps an active part of the Amua of this canoe. But Ho'oponopono Ke'ala is in place. It's here. It's a gift. It's available, and let's just embrace it. So Lakea, get in your seat. And I'm like, well, can I put your seat next to me? And she go, no. A'ale, no. You put the seat right in the center. It's you. This is how it is traditionally, is the kumu is in the va'a. They stare him. All of a sudden, Nakupuna picks the one, the alakai, that will come and be, and they will pass on the information to them. And then when the kumu change address, the alakai stay in place. You can't keep trying to use me and push it off on me. Okay, you have to step fully in your seat. Okay. All right. She go, put the chair. I'm like, but we used to have 2 chairs. She goes, no, 1 chair. Sit in your seat. Put it right in the center. Put your okole in it. Now, grab your paddle. And I'm like, cool. Okay. How about I grab the paddle and I have some coffee? Like coffee, because it's really early in the morning. I haven't had a lot of sleep. She goes, okay, coffee and a paddle. So, coffee. Okay, coffee. Now, she's like, grab your paddle. I'm like, okay. She goes, you know what? Go grab your steersman paddle. So I went and grabbed my steersman paddle. So I'm sitting in my seat. Now, she goes, over on the mainland, maybe they think canoe. So it's like their river canoes or their lake canoes, and they have these little teeny skinny paddles. And they're like, or they row. They row with the paddles and stuff. And so maybe you folks think of grabbing your pono paddle, and it's this little teeny skinny thing. She goes, grab your steersman paddle. You know what? Show them what a steersman's paddle is. Here is a steersman's paddle. Now, there's a difference between the steersman's paddle and just, the other paddlers, the other titas, the other folks in the va'a. So the steersman's paddle a little more straight, because you gotta be able to poke it in the water, and you gotta be able to like turn it. It's kind of like a rudder. Yeah. So if you want to go left, you go this, you poke over here, you go right, and you twist it a little bit, you go super right, or you just kind of keep it just poked in there, and then you kind of go a little bit right. So this is a steersman paddle. However, the other paddlers in the canoe, it has a little more of an angle. But so that's the paddler's paddle. But the steersman's paddle is the steersman's paddle. However, I wanted you to see the width of the paddle. It's not skinny. It's a va'a paddle. Because if you're on a lake You can have a paddle this wide, but if you're in the open ocean, you need a wide paddle. You know, so like when you stick your paddle in the water, and you know, Kumu and I make this gesture all the time, but she's like, show them, you know, you grab the handle firmly, you know, kupa, you gotta hold now, you know, you hold it in a certain position here, and then you dig them deep and you pull it back. But because the paddle's so wide, you're actually grabbing the ocean. You grab the ocean, you pull it in, and you pull it back. Ba, oh, eho imai, eho imai. You know, and then you switch over and you do. Well, there's a, you know, you switch over and you pull, and it's all one smooth rhythm. So, you know, she's like, get in the va'a, get in your seat, lakea. Grab your paddle. Paddle forward. This va'a is to move forward. This va'a is to imua. And this is why everything has, you know, everything has been given to you through me, through mom, through grandpa, through, you know, my whole lineage. It has been passed down from generation to generation to generation, and now it is in with you. Kupa, sit, take your seat. Laka, don't put a chair next to you, hoping that I'll hold that space. She goes, I'm holding, oh, trust me. Oh, I'm holding space. I'm there's space. There is no space. I am you and you are me, and we will imua. But you, for you, La'akea, and for the haumana. She wants the haumana. She wants us as her students, as the ones receiving the gift of what she shared with us and what she will continue to share with us. She wants us to really fully accept our greatness, be your greatness, be the paddlers you are, step into your seat fully, and imua, move forward. There's no time. She goes, this is actually the best time ever. So yes, you know, of course, for those of us who are left here, you know, she's off like, you know, woo, woo, having fun in the cosmos. And the rest of us are left here to paddle on. Oh, well, so be it, perfect. And to really continue to choose to base ourselves and fundamentally be in place with the aloha spirit, because that is the foundation of ho'oponopono ke ala. Be in that aloha spirit, be in that aloha that we have seen time after time, example after example, living, walking, talking example of Anake. And then we just get to walk it forward. And that's our kuleana, that's our responsibility. That's our kiakahi. Our kiakahi, our purpose is to live in the greatness that we are, in our uniqueness that we are, however, being blessed by this kumu that gave us all the information we need to be the golden yumminess that we are. Go forward. I myself am here. I am in place. I have taken my seat. I have my pono paddle. I have my pono paddle in hand. And I would invite all of you to do the same. I'll be live with you tomorrow. So, there's a lot of us that have, different experiences and things. And I want us to be able to share it so that we can tab it, tab our moments, tab the magic. Kumu's always like, oh, magic's happening. And when you acknowledge the magic, when you acknowledge the messages or the magic or the, in the dreams, however it comes to you, it's in place. We lock it in place. It's no longer like mist or, sand or whatever that's just not easy to hold on to. It locks it into place. It becomes you and you become it. And as we become more of this, as we move forward, the better, the better, the better. The more ponu. So she has so many messages. She has so many, and I could sit here and but I think I'm going to save it for the live class tomorrow because I will. However, I'm going to give you this one tidbit. If you're still feeling in your pu'uvai that there's like that there's a heaviness or a sadness, or you're finding it hard to breathe, you're finding it hard to move forward. This was a really precious little pearl, a precious little gem that she gave me yesterday. And I said it out loud, I heard it, but she said, this is something I never knew I could ever do, but you gotta do, so you do. This is something I never knew I could ever do, but you gotta do, so you do. How do you do? You stick it in the water, you pull it back. Oh, pull it back. It doesn't have to be fast. You don't have to have the rev. Just put your paddle in the water and pull it back. Because that is imua, that is moving forward. And it is so important right now that we imua. And I am in place. I am kupa'a. I am in place as her alakai. And we will move forward. We will move forward. It's uncharted waters. I haven't been in these waters before. However, I know how to call on, I know how to use the tools to get me from moment to the next moment to the next moment. She's given us the tools. Use the tools, get from moment to moment to moment, and then listen to the guidance. We'll be shown how to, even thrust forward and how to, move quicker and faster from moment to moment, And so we're going to paddle this va'a forward together. I look forward to it. And I'm in place. I'm so grateful for you folks. I'm so grateful for this va'a. I'm so grateful for Nakupuna and Anake for everything that she continues to bring in. And what we're going to do, what we are going to do, all of us, is we're going to sit back. We're going to sit back and we're going to watch the magic happen. Let's watch the magic happen. Soothe your pu'uai. Know that this all happened in divine timing. It was in place. It's all in divine timing. And she is now here for us in ways that she could never be physically. She could never be in the human body bag in the way that she's going to be here for us. So mahalo to that. Mahalo to her for everything she did in the body bag and what she's doing for us now, you know. And we are truly blessed. So stay in the Mahalo Nuis, do your practices every day. And we're gonna paddle through this. So aloha. I'm so grateful to be in the va'a with you folks, because we get some, you know, if I'm gonna paddle with folks, I like paddle with you folks. You know, you want these really strong paddlers in your va'a, not in the other va'a, especially when you're doing regatta races, because we like, you know, I like wind. But anyway, no. If I'm going to go through some rough waters, if I'm going to go through, you know, rough waters, or even what they call the doldrums, where you go nowhere, I am so grateful and blessed to be with you folks. So mahalo from the bottom of my heart. Oh man, I'm so grateful I got through this. Woohoo! And you know, somewhat composed. But anyway, feel what you feel, do what you got to do. However, keep the paddle in the water. Just stick them in, pull it back. Change over. So this arm don't get tired. And go this side. Then go this side. Keep paddling. Keep paddling, Genge. Let's make Anake and Nakupuna. Anake, Mahealani, and Nakupuna proud. Right? I am okay. I'm in place. Imua, move forward with me. I like you guys hang out. Okay. Aloha.